What's up, everybody? How's it going? Just wanted to make this quick video, and it's going to be primarily about the next Xbox, Xbox Scorpio, the one that they announced at E3. Kind of wanted to just give my thoughts and opinions on it. It's going to be one of my first videos that I'm doing, which will be just, video game related and, among other things that kind of pique my interests, and I kind of like to babble and ramble about things, so I thought that YouTube would be a great place to do that, along with everybody else. So I'm just going to get started. We're going to get started talking about this past E3, specifically with Xbox's plans, or whatever the hell it is they're planning on doing with this damn Xbox Scorpio that's coming out. So, right off the bat, Xbox Scorpio. Microsoft announces it at their E3 press conference in LA that just happened last week. It's a weird one. It's something weird that you just can't put your finger on why it is they're doing, but if you look and if you read between the lines, you can kind of see why they're doing it. It's obvious. Fortunately, Microsoft has essentially said we lost I guess it would be the 7th generation console war. They lost. It's the way it is. Sony, and really they lost for what, with nothing to do but themselves. They kind of killed themselves. They walked into the 7th generation as the leaders, the ones to beat, and they almost, I don't want to say it and sound harsh, but they kind of just committed suicide before their console even hit the market. And Sony, they kind of just capitalized. They kind of just, it was basically handed to them. So Sony took it and ran. I don't blame them because that's what you do. And now Sony's the best console. It's relative and it's definitely subjective to say it's the best console, but it kind of is the best console. It brings you the most power. It's got and especially the games. The developers make a console, and they've pretty much picked Sony. If you go anywhere, Sony's kind of the main console, the main platform they even review games on. So there's really nothing you can do. The developers have spoken. They like the PlayStation 4. The price point, I think when it came out the door, the price point was better. So, what are you going to do? Let's get back to Scorpio. Scorpio, they announce it. What the hell is this thing? What's this about? Who's this for? Well, Microsoft said, Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft, said, I don't want to take any half measures. I don't want to make an Xbox 1.5. That's what he said. He said, I'm not going to do that. Well, turns out this isn't what he's doing. As a matter of fact, he's launching a whole new console. The Xbox One S also announced at the E3 show, which, as a matter of fact, I think they opened the show with the Xbox One S, which is just a slim model of the Xbox One, but with a little bit more power. I believe it's able to do some 4K video streaming, light 4K work, but nothing like the terms of the next console. Okay, so they announced that the Scorpio, it's a whole new console. They're saying it's going to have, I think, 7 teraflops. I think 7 or 6, somewhere along there. It's basically going to blow the PS4, the Xbox One, and even most computers out of the water. Most like mild computers. But we don't know how much this thing's going to cost. We have no idea. Why is Microsoft targeting the highest, strongest graphics that it can get? PCs are out. With the PC that's similarly priced, you could blow the Xbox One, the PS4, and the Scorpio all out of the water, and whatever Sony's coming out with next. So it doesn't make sense to put themselves right in the middle of a PS4, the PS4 Neo that's coming out, that's supposed to be stronger. They're putting themselves right between the Neo and a PC. People that want the strongest graphics, no matter the cost, they've already chosen their destination of where it is they're going to be playing these games, these high fidelity, 4K VR ready. That's called PC. And another thing that Microsoft's doing that's shades of their 2013 reveal of the Xbox One is they said almost every single game, every first-party title that gives their ecosystem uniqueness is coming to PC. And I'm talking about Gears, I'm talking about, I think, Recore, I'm talking about Forza. All these games that are the only thing that's separating Microsoft from being completely irrelevant as far as where can I get the best games possible. They're giving them to PC. So why wouldn't you buy a PC for cheaper, and you can have the strongest graphics imaginable? Now on the VR route, they're saying that the Scorpio is going to be able to do VR. Okay, am I the only one that notices? But Microsoft has not announced what VR system they're going to be using. They haven't said anything. PlayStation VR, the thing's already coming. There's no Microsoft VR. There's no goggles with an X on it. Nothing like that. So nobody's mentioned that at all. But maybe they'll use Oculus. Maybe they'll go along that route. I don't know. Point is this console that's coming out, it's pretty soon. People that purchased the Xbox One, you got 3 years, and now they're switching it on you. I don't really agree with that. I don't think that's right. They better do some decent game upgrades or something along the lines, because that's a quick console cycle. And the reason why is they hit the eject button, so they want out. They want out because they lost, and I don't really like that. I mean, I've been a Microsoft guy for 15 years, ever since the original Xbox. I've had nothing but I didn't even get a PS3. But they've been messing up. Even with Phil Spencer was supposed to be like, the smart guy to kind of bring things around. I don't know what it is they're doing, but yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to say about the matter. If anybody wants to comment, if you're for the thing, you're against the thing, you don't understand it, you know it's going to be super expensive, it's going to be better as far as graphics. Better, that's a relative term. Better is the graphics. That's all this thing's packing. The games, on the other hand, I don't know if it's got the games to back up that kind of an investment the way I did for the Xbox One. I don't know if I'm going to jump in again that way. I think I'm going to stick with my PC, and if I want cheap VR that can get me, that I can already play with the current hardware that I already own, the PS4 is going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to play VR on the PS4. So why do they're asking, Microsoft's kind of asking you, come out and buy this Scorpio so you can get VR, when Sony's saying you can already do VR with our system. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about the matter, so I'm going to let you go. Subscribe, I guess. This is one of my first videos. I doubt I'll get any subscribers off of it, but I want to thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.